awfully. This a girl rather fi be cold than naughty. Cause if my too loyal, then it's gonna cost me. And that's how I feel. Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling.
That's how I feel.
Dog, that's how I'm feeling.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Now we give to Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Tannehill. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well,
here's a diving catch right side.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. First and 10, Taylor now. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. To the right side, this is Taylor. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. A give for Taylor running right side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Throwing Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
6-0 our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Tannehill. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Tannehill's throw there, caught by Gallup. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 11 now. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee, 29 yards. And the Jags are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
On second down, it's Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Back to Taylor on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And he finds Penny.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, Tannehill. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. He's going up top for Taylor. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. To throw is Tannehill. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Jones on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. A gain of 6 there on first. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Flush to his right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Rondell Moore with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans have taken the lead. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead goes by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered, yet to score here in the second. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They run once more with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
To start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. Jones has it. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Not much there, only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be third down. Tannehill throwing again. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Tannehill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The guy out of the pocket there was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the intercept.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston.
Rondale Moore
making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run with Harris. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Harris. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.